The Asian Development Tour showcases some of golf's rising stars and is a proven platform for future success on the Asian Tour. This week, we're at the Bali National Golf Club in front of the stunning backdrop of one of Indonesia's most beautiful islands.
Oh, it's fantastic. First time here and enjoying the weather so far.
Bali is obviously Indonesia's tourist destination, very best destination for us.
I think this is one of the best ones that we played so far on the ADT.
With every win counting, the ADT players were looking forward to tackling the par 72 Bali National Course.
The course was in magnificent condition. I still believe it's the best course in Indonesia.
Well maintained, it's in great nick, so you just have to hit in the fairway and hit the greens and hopefully hole some putts.
I don't think you can term it any better. I think it's called paradise over here, honestly. I mean, the fairways are good, the greens are great.
Yeah, I like this course, but it's very tough.
And yeah, I mean, this is my first time playing golf in Bali actually, so it's quite a treat.
Malaysia's Ari Irawan, the second-ranked player on the ADT Order of Merit, showed moments of brilliance in round 3 on his way to shooting 3 under par, 5 under for the tournament. With rounds of 69, 69 and 70, Lindsay Reynolds finished the third round just 2 shots off the pace in the Canadian's hunt for his maiden victory on the ADT. The second round leader on 9 under par, Australian Jake Sterling, struggled in the blustery conditions on day 3, shooting a 1 over par 73. The Asian Development Tour's Order of Merit leader, Siet Chi Sien, continued his season's fine form, ending the day just 1 shot off the lead on 8 under par. And it was a lead held by Sterling's roommate, fellow Australian Matthew Giles, shooting 3 sub-par rounds of 68, 69 and 70 on his way to a 1-shot advantage over the field going into the final round.
If you can just get off to a solid start, and very cliche obviously, but fairways and greens, especially around the front 9, and then I think you can probably make a few more birdies on the back with a few reachable par 5s. But I mean, it's fairly windy today, so it's just one of those courses where you just need to kind of stay patient and grind out the round.
Once again, the field was faced with blustery conditions for the final day. But this didn't appear to worry Reynolds, who closed the gap on the leaders with a rare birdie at the first. A bogey followed at the third before bouncing straight back after a fine tee shot at the picturesque par 3 fourth. This led to his second birdie of the round. Siet's challenge got off to the worst possible start when he pulled his opening tee shot deep into trouble. A double bogey 6 followed. Well into the final round then, most of the leaders threw at least 4 holes. Lindsay Reynolds on -7, just 1 shot now behind Australian Matthew Giles. And here we have Reynolds on the 6th. It's a par 3, 199 yards uphill, playing into a strong wind. Using the camber of the green nicely, but not really funneling down into the hole quite as much as he would have liked. Let's move to 5 and Tsia's second shot. Birdied this hole on day 3, pars on days 1 and 2, and that gives him a very, very good look at a birdie. Lindsay Reynolds now long birdie putt on 6. And he's judged that to perfection. Moves on to 8 under par, 1 under for the day. An opportunity for him to really get his round going. Jake Sterling, par 4. This is third shot after a slightly errant approach. Looks as if he's judged the pace of that absolutely perfectly. But there's a tester there for him to save par. Sean Riordan now, -5 for the tournament. This is a bogey putt. And he saved himself there, nicely out of jail. Matthew Giles now, birdie putt. Set up by that chip on hole 5, the par 4. And he's missed it, just slightly misjudged that one, going a little more right to left than perhaps he anticipated. Opportunity for Reynolds now to find the heart of the green, set up a birdie chance on the par 5. Plenty of air on that one, but the ball just checking, coming up a little bit short. Still got a birdie chance, but it's a tough one. Birdie putt for Tsia on hole 5. Birdied this hole yesterday, and he's done it again today. He's gone par, birdie, birdie on this hole. Still 1 over for the day though, but still very much in contention. To Micah Lauren Shin. Long eagle putt on 7. Made it over the brow of the hill. This looks to be absolutely perfect, and it is in terms of weight. Just a little bit to the left. We set up a great birdie opportunity there. Tsia's tee shot at 6 into the wind, 199 yards. Absolutely beautiful hole, this one, on the Bali National Golf Club. Not sure he loves this one. And it's a tiny bit short. It's funneling down a little bit. But that leaves him a long birdie opportunity. Let's get back to Matthew Giles. His tee shot on 6. Clean stroke. He's following the ball. I think he likes it. Not bad at all. 6, 7 foot for birdie. Great opportunity. Third of the trio then on the 6th. This is Jake Sterling with his tee shot. And he came away from that. It's gone right. He doesn't like it, and that is why. A lot of trouble down there. Water hazard markings. Not a happy man. Jake Sterling hasn't been able to get it going this final round. To Reynolds. Birdie putt. Oh, and he's pushed that quite a long way past. That is a nasty tester for par. Tsia with the birdie opportunity on 6. And he's just shaved the hole. A lot of players missing to the right on the 6th today. Tap in though for par. Shin with his birdie putt after that monster putt for eagle went narrowly past. And he makes that, and he is level par for the day, 6 under for the tournament. Giles now, birdie opportunity at 6 after that fine tee shot. Has he learnt from Tsia's putt? The answer is no. It's shaved the edge of the hole, but it hasn't gone in. Birdie opportunity missed there by Matthew Giles, but he'll tap in for par. It means that he remains on -8 after 6 holes. So, 12 holes remaining for him. Only 11 for Lindsay Reynolds, the Canadian. Should be worth mentioning, by the way, Australian Jake Sterling really having fallen off the pace. He's down to -5 for the tournament with a triple bogey at 6. Conditions difficult, but absolutely perfect scenery for the final round at the Bali National Golf Club. Welcome back to the paradise island of Bali and the inaugural ADT Bali National Golf Championships. A picturesque yet challenging championship course, very much in its infancy, welcomes golfers from all around the world.
We do have a lot of international guests from all around the region, Australia, all the Asian countries, and Europe and the States as well. And this is part of our plan to be able to relaunch the club, let people know that we are a good resort course, but also can host top quality events as well.
It used to be an old course, and we renovated, and we won the award in 2014 for the best renovated golf course. Of course, we will invite more pro golfers to come and enjoy the golf.
Still early days for us, only been open for just over 14-15 months, but it's part of our journey to be able to get the club back on the map, and looking forward to bigger and better events as we move forward.
A fourth birdie on the outward 9 for Reynolds came at the demanding par 4 ninth. And another followed at the 11th. William Saichuddin moved to 6 under after this unlikely eagle attempt found the bottom of the hole. And how about this for arguably the shot of the day? Chan Shi Chang's drive at the drivable par 4 10th, 342 yards. Looked as if it was going a little bit to the right, but he judged the camber absolutely perfectly. We'll give him that one. And he set up an eagle opportunity, needing to bounce back from a double bogey on the 9th. Overnight leader Matthew Giles moved back to level par for the day after this fine chip at the 7th led to his first birdie of the round. A drop shot followed at the next as the Aussie found himself 2 behind Reynolds at the turn. All the players finding the conditions difficult on the final day with the possible exception of Suchijet Kuratanepsan. -5 for the day, -8 for the tournament. Sears tee shot at 10. Everybody driving the green this week, but that has gone a little bit to the right. It's about pin high though, all 342 yards of it. Not too much trouble, we'll look to get up and down. Matthew Giles also preparing to drive the green. Big burly Australian, all 5'10" of him. Has he got enough of that? Not quite, a little bit short, but again, we'll look to get up and down for a birdie. Here's Reynolds at the par 3, 12th, 211 yards, over water. Plenty of wind swirling up in the air. Be good, he says, and be good it is. 2.5 to 3 feet from the hole. Very, very good look at birdie for Reynolds. He likes that one, and why not? Here's second shot. Just about pin high with his drive, 342 yards. Got to judge this one well. It's coming downhill at the end. He's got the pace just about right. Pushed it past the hole. Excellent opportunity though for birdie. Superb tee shot then at the par 3 from Reynolds. And he nails his birdie putt. That's -4 for the day. And he moves to 11 under par for the tournament. Matthew Giles now second shot, drivable par 4. Took the pin out, so he's obviously going for it, and just to the right of the hole. But an excellent opportunity, nevertheless, for a birdie. This is Chan. Birdie attempt to move him to -5 on the 13th. -1 today, -5 for the tournament. Tapping then for Giles on the 10th. He moves to 9 under par for the tournament, still 2 shots off Reynolds. This great chip for Shin at the 13th moved the American to 1 under for the day and 7 under for the championship. Still very much in the mix, but running out of holes. Reynolds narrowly missed the chance to extend his lead at the 13th when this birdie attempt just ran out of steam. But he parred that one to stay 1 shot ahead of Australian Matthew Giles, with Suchijet Kuratanapisan 1 shot further behind. This is Giles on 13. This is his 2nd shot. Probably looking to draw this a little. And he's done that, but that's more draw than perhaps he was bargaining for. That's gone left. Judged the distance about right, but yeah, the difference between a draw and a hook illustrated very much by that shot. Reynolds on 14. And that is a great approach. He's left himself on the right-hand side of the hole, which is probably the best place to putt from. Giles, 3rd shot to the par 5. And he's judged that one absolutely superbly. That will be a tap-in for a birdie. And he really is putting the pressure on Reynolds at the top of the leaderboard. This could go either way. Sierra had trouble off the tee on the 13th hole. This is his 4th shot. And he's got a little bit of trouble there just to save par. Order of merit leader Sierra, but not having the best of days. Reynolds birdie opportunity on 14. And that's superbly judged. A little bit of left to right movement, but absolutely no trouble. Lindsay Reynolds moves to 12 under par for the tournament. He's 5 under today, really putting it together and keeping the pressure up on Matthew Giles, who's now 2 behind. Needs this one to restore that 1-shot deficit, and he's done that. A superb shot at the demanding par 3 17th left Reynolds with the chance to move to 12 under with 1 to play, but it wasn't to be. Giles failed to get up and down at the 14th for his 3rd bogey of the day, although a birdie followed at the 15th. Giles birdieing 10, 11, 13 and 15 to go level with Reynolds at the top of the leaderboard, holes quickly running out. This is the 17th signature hole at the Bali National Golf Club. Nothing but water and green. Not an inch of fairway in sight. He's judged that beautifully. Left it slightly short. Nothing wrong with that at all. So yeah, same hole, 164 yards today, but playing into a fierce wind. Judgment absolutely essential here. And he's inside. That's a superb tee shot. Both players so far then with good looks at birdies. Lindsay Reynolds approach to the 18th. Really needs a birdie to take the outright lead. It's a bit short. He's not entirely happy with that one, and you can see why. Giles for birdie. This for the outright lead. slightly misjudged that one. Saw the right to left turn, but a little bit firmer. That probably would have found the bottom of the hole. It's a tap in for par though, nevertheless. And he remains on 11 under par. Shin birdie putt on 18. And that just faded off at the last. A 71 for him though, 7 under for the tournament. And excellent progress made. Let's get back then to the par 3, 17th birdie putt for Sia. And he's missed it as well. Didn't seem to learn anything from Matthew Giles' putt just a couple of moments ago. Crowd loving this, by the way, because it looks as if it's going down to the 18th hole. Reynolds for birdie, an outright lead, and it's just shaved the cup. How he needed that one. It's an excellent round, nevertheless. He'll tap in for par and a round of 68, 4 under par for the day and 11 under for the tournament, and he's in the clubhouse lead as the leader. All he can do now is sit and watch and wait. Two players then locked on 11 under par. Giles, last hole of the tournament for him, perhaps. The two players are locked on the same score at the end. We're going to a playoff. This is his tee shot. Looks like a rescue club, so playing safe, but plenty of fairway there. No problems, of course, for these players with the water right in the middle of the fairway. He'll have a good look. Reynolds then submitting his scorecard. I imagine that the last thing he wants to do is sit in the scorer's hut right now. He'll probably want to come out and see what Matthew Giles can come up with as he approaches the 18th. Doesn't seem to love it. Just came off the shot tiny bit. Range was right. Left, way left of the pin. Sia approach to 18. And that's a superb approach. That is almost a tap-in birdie, ending the tournament well. 7 under par for it. Lindsay Reynolds trying to look as relaxed as possible, but I imagine he's extremely nervous. Here's Jake Sterling, who's had a very, very disappointing day. Can it end well? Birdie opportunity on 18. Does it have the legs? Yes, it does. Just falling away to the left at the very last moment. It's a tap-in par for Sterling, but as I mentioned, a very disappointing day for him. Out in 40, back in 38 for a 78 6 over par for the day. And Reynolds watches on. What can Giles do with this birdie putt? 30, 32 feet. This for the win. Oh my goodness, what a way to win a tournament. Matthew Giles with his first win on the ADT. What a way to do it. Massive birdie putt on the 18th. A superb victory for the man from Australia. A 12 under par total, 69 3 under par on the final day. Lindsay Reynolds beating that score in the final round, but not enough.
Fantastic finish there with the long putt on 18, but yeah, it's actually my first win in a 4-round stroke play event for now probably a couple of years, so it's obviously a very satisfying feeling.
Satisfying indeed. Let's have a quick look before we go at the current standings in the order of merit that still sees Sia Chi Sien at the top, but the day belongs to 25-year-old Australian Matthew Giles.